everyone, welcome to day 2 in our July prayer devotional. Our theme is times and seasons. So our key scripture today is 1 Chronicles 12 verse 32, and we're looking at just that first part. It reads, "Of the sons of Issachar who had understanding of the times to know what Israel ought to do." So I have a couple questions for you. What season are you in? What season are you walking into? What does God require of you in the month of August in 2024? The rest of 2025, time is just flying by. Before you know it, it will be 2025. But what does God require of you? I don't know about you, but I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss the season that I'm in. I want to take advantage and pretty much just live out all the blessings that God has for me in that season. If that season was an entire buffet of food, listen, I am going to partake of all of it. I want to be a partaker of all that God has for me in the season. We see that in the scripture, we often hear the word appointed time, due season. In Genesis 18, God tells Abraham and Sarah that at the appointed time she will have a son. And we could go through very many portions of scripture and many examples where we see God's timing weaved in, where God's timing is stamped on different miracles and different agendas and stuff that he invites his people to partake in. We see with Jericho, there was timing involved, that you will march around for 6 days and this is what you'll do on the 7th day. It required them to obey and do it in the appointed time. It also applies to us just in our daily lives. When we're listening to music, different songs have specific timings, specific beats, right? When we're cooking, we want to make sure that something is ready, and for something to be ready, we need to make sure that it's done in time. If we remove it out of the oven too early, it's not going to be ready. It's in there too late, it's going to be burnt. So timing is very crucial and key. I don't know about you, I don't want to miss it. When you read in Genesis 28, it's just sometimes fascinating to me that Jacob slept. He woke up from his little nap and he was like, "Ooh, God was in this place. I did not know it." And I don't want to find myself in that position where like, "Oh, wow, actually God was in this and I missed it." He invited me to help out with this community event, to pray for somebody, to intercede. He gave me specific instruction and I was just so distracted that I missed the season. I want you to pray today that God, let me steward the season that I'm in very well. Help me to prepare for the future seasons, whatever you have in store for me for the rest of 2024, even the year 2025. And perhaps you've been in this season for so long and you're like, "God, I'm tired. I need a change of season." God is gracious and he's faithful to let it rain in the drought season that you've been in. Whatever you've been faced with, that God is able to see you through. And perhaps that God has destined for you to be in a specific season way longer than you expected. His grace is sufficient. I'd like you to pray that, "God, give me the grace to persevere. Help me to trust you even when I feel like, God, I want to give up." But God is able to see you through those seasons and he's able to bring a turnaround through the difficult times. And so with that, be blessed and remember to pray hardest when it's hardest to pray. I'll see you tomorrow for our last day. Blessings.